Welcome to Homeschool News Today, brought to you by the Pooper Scooper. Clean up after your dog today. Today we have a special guest, Zara Smith, who is well researched on the topic of Buddhism and Hinduism.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to discuss these two religions with you today.
Let's dive right in. So, Zara, what caused the shift from Hinduism to Buddhism?
Well, for the most part, Buddhism became increasingly popular in India after 300 BC, especially with Emperor Asoka, who embraced Buddhism and helped facilitate its expansion. Hinduism, however, has been and it continues to be the dominant religion in the country. A small wave of Buddhism spread south to Sri Lanka, but the largest wave of Buddhism spread across the Himalayas into Tibet, China, then from China to Japan and Korea.
Wow, that is really cool. How did the Mauryan and Gupta empires lead to the spread of Hinduism or Buddhism?
Well, that is a great question. The Mauryan Empire led to the spread of Hinduism because it was a major religion at the time, and Hindu priests were an important part of the emperor's court. Asoka, who was a powerful ruler who converted to Buddhism, still had his Hindu priests in his court. He also helped the spread of Buddhism as he sent many Buddhist missionaries on trips in hopes of inspiring his people to become Buddhists. He also made a council dedicated to the expansion and reform of Buddhism, and many merchants became Buddhists, popularizing it in other locations outside the Mauryan Empire.
Interesting. What are the similarities and differences in the core beliefs of Hinduism and Buddhism?
Well, Hinduism is about understanding Brahma, existence from within the Atman, which roughly means self or soul. Whereas Buddhism is about finding the Atman, not soul or not self. In Hinduism, attaining the highest life is a process of removing the bodily distractions from life, allowing one to eventually understand the Brahman nature within. In Buddhism, one follows a disciplined life to move through and understand that nothing in oneself is me, such that one dispels the very illusion of existence. In so doing, one realizes nirvana.
Well, I know you are very busy, so just one last question. Can you identify the location to which Hinduism and Buddhism spread during the ancient Indian civilization?
Yes, I can. From about 4th century AD, Hinduism had a dominant presence in Southeast Asia, one that would last for more than 1,000 years. The practice of Buddhism as a distinct and organized religion lost influence after the Gupta reign, 7th century CE, and declined from the land of its origin in around 13th century, but not without leaving a significant impact. Buddhist practice is most common, and Buddhism remains a major presence in the Himalayan areas, such as Sikkim, Ladakh, Arunachal Pradesh, the Darjeeling Hills in West Bengal, and the Lahaul and Spiti areas of Upper Himachal Pradesh. Unfortunately, I must leave for a meeting now.
Thank you so much for coming today. It was a pleasure having you here.
No, thank you for having me here.
Good night, everybody. Wow, that is really cool. How did the Mauryan and Gupta empires lead to the spread of Hinduism or Buddhism?
Well, that is a great question. The Mauryan Empire.
Well, I know you're very busy, so just one last question. Can you identify the location to which Hinduism and Buddhism spread during the ancient Indian civilization?
Yes, I can. From about 4th century AD, Hinduism had a dominant presence in Southeast Asia. One that...
Okay.
Himachal.
Are you going to dance?
Yes! I have to dance at this. Okay. Wake up in the morning, then I tear my pants up, pull the today I get to whip it. Jump in my car, neighbors, nay, nay. Hands to hit the wall, cause it's a good day. Wait, you're recording this?